What an absolute pleasure it is now to welcome on. I actually haven't spoken to him since I think myself and Pete were doing the bash probably a couple of years ago. Huge, massive fight coming up for you, Arnold. Dan Hooker, UFC London. Unbelievable, unbeaten streak. You're back in there, obviously. How are you, first of all, man? I believe you're in a... What was on the lunch menu today? I believe you pulled into a lay-by.
I had a latte and an apple with some peanut butter. It's not your usual meal deal day.
No, is that for the next few weeks? You have to sort of behave yourself. No cheat days on the Saturday as well.
Saving up for a big... Yeah, well, no, I'm having a bit of Saturday, but
all right,
that's
cool.
more for like Burger King, KFC business.
Yeah, can you still do that going up to the fight on fight week? And well, obviously just before fight week,
on
is
Saturdays.
it 2 weeks out?
Yeah, get pretty close. Depends on what my weight is. I'm pretty good at the minute, but yeah, should be able to.
Brilliant stuff. Talk to me about this. This is, has it been confirmed as co-main? I think it has been, has it? This fight against Dan Hooker?
I think so. I keep getting told it is, so as far as I know.
Yeah, well, you feel as though obviously it should be. You deserve this push, obviously being on the longest unbeaten streak. It was either you, in my opinion, that fight, and obviously you can't knock Tom as well. He's on a great winning streak as well. But this is the placement for you, I feel, where like this is sort of kicking on into the next one or two, of the division. If you win this fight and you win it impressively, you're going to be looking. You're right in the mix there for a title shot, man.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely be in the talk. Featherweight's kind of a funny one, isn't it? It's like, it's all jammed up. It's all jammed up at top. So, yeah, definitely have to do something to get my name in, though, with those big boys up there. Obviously, you got Korean Zombie's got the next shot, and then you can't not give Holloway the next shot after that. So,
yeah, do you think that?
Yeah, up for a while.
You think they have to, even if Volkanovski wins, they have to do it again, yeah?
I think so. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree. I still think Alexander won both the fights. There was obviously, people were saying that Max might have won the second one. I didn't see it that way, in my opinion. But yeah, no, I think there's a lot of guys in there. And I think maybe even if, you go out there against a guy like Dan Hooker who's coming down and you make an impressive statement, I think your name should be put in the mix because let's be honest, like Dan is a very, very good fighter. So, I think that could 100%. Be the case. I think that could be the case. What do you think of Dan? Obviously, he's a fighter coming down, dropping down. He's done I think he's done a test cut to 45. How do you think he's going to be against you? Is he going to come in there big? What's your situation, your view on Dan?
Yeah, I mean, he's always going to be 6'20" or whatever he is. But yeah, like it was an interesting one because he looked massive in some of his fights, and then people were saying about he should probably go up, but he knows his body better than anyone, so he's done it before. He's going to have to lose some muscle mass and whatnot. But yeah, you can't knock him as a fighter. He comes to the fight always. He's in some really exciting fights. Like his last fight, a few weeks' notice against Makhachev. I mean, he's a fan favourite, and he's been in some mad fights, been in some fun fights. He's beat some big names as well. And but he's coming down the featherweight again. I think he's gonna. I'm sure he's gonna struggle. Like he's a big dude. He probably always struggled. There's probably a reason he went up a weight when he was at featherweight before. But yeah, we'll see. I'm sure he's professional. He's done the test cut and all that, so he's confident he could do it. And he's got a lot of respect for him, obviously.
Was there any sort of doubts? Obviously, you're right in the mix, as we said. You've the longest unbeaten streak in the division. But was there any doubts about taking a fight? I know Dan's obviously a big name coming down from the lightweight division. Was there any doubts maybe about taking that fight against Dan? Did you consider maybe getting someone else in the division that's actually been in the mix?
No, the actual fight I thought we were going to get, I think it seemed likely it was Korean Zombie before he got the title shot called up.
Yeah.
But yeah, when that happened, I thought, oh well, that makes sense. Then that's what I'll get. So I kind of already assumed it because the way the division sort of laid out, this is kind of what made the most sense at this point. But there's no one available above me that wants to fight down. And obviously got Dan Hooker. He's ranked, I think it's like number 8 at lightweight, coming down a weight. So already a bigger name than all the guys I could fight anyway. So this does more, or just as much as it does at beating someone ranked one spot above.
Definitely, I agree. How are the hands, man? Because you obviously had that hand injury. How's everything? Is that all healed up? Is it all good?
Yeah. No, feeling good. I've been throwing them around, no issues. So yeah. We're all good.
How frustrating has that been, man, for you? Because obviously, and we spoke about this before, that maybe it's been a little bit stop-start. You know, you've had a few injuries. You know, obviously a lot of frustration. But, you know, ultimately, does that make you mentally stronger because of the win streak you're on, and you keep coming back and you keep performing, you keep keeping yourself in the mix there? And you're obviously, you know, you're very, very close now to a title shot, as we said. It must instill you with a lot of confidence that you can take that sort of time off and still come back and perform at the highest level.
Yeah, I think it served me well, to be honest. Just, I'm always one of them guys, even if I'm training with one hand or no hands or whatever, I'm always going to be in the gym. I'm always going to be trying to get better. I'm always, you know, when I was training with the cast thing on, it was kind of horrible because I couldn't roll or spar or grapple. I just do a bit of technique and then I have to sort of sit and watch everyone. But yeah, you can always learn. You can always improve something. One thing I sort of watching from the sidelines, it makes you even hungrier. When you see everyone sparring, you're sort of sitting there thinking, I can't wait to get back to sparring. And it keeps it fresh. You know, it doesn't get monotonous, and it sort of fires that hunger up again. So yeah, it's worked in my favour in a way.
Yeah, it definitely has. And listen, where have you been training ahead of this? Obviously, we spoke off air there. You haven't been over to Canada this time. You've been BKK, obviously, and you've been down with Leon and the guys at Renegade.
Yeah. I just finished up Renegade just now, so been up Birmingham. Still working with Faraz. He's going to be over in the corner.
Okay.
You know, everything's sort of remote these days. I'm sending him the sparring, and he's watching tape and telling me what to do. And just like being back there. But yeah, I'm still working with the guys.
What's that drive? That must be a long slog of a drive, is it?
Yeah, it's about 3 hours.
Yeah. And how many days a week?
3 hours.
How many days a week are you doing that?
3 times a week. 3 times a week.
Wow, that is commitment.
Yeah.
Is that? It's obviously tiring, yeah.
I don't know. Well, I'm with my dad now, so he's the long life trucker. He's a lifelong trucker, so I think it's in the blood. I'm just built for it.
Yeah. Brilliant stuff. And you know, as well, obviously the UK scene is thriving at the moment. We look at the card, you know, top to bottom, as I said there, and Leon and all those guys, you know, Jake Hadley, there's some absolute killers coming out of the UK at the moment. Training 100%. Down there with those guys. I think Tom head coach at the moment, Tom Breeze. Down there, he's one of the, I think it's Tom owns the gym, doesn't he? Yeah,
I think he's a partner in there. Tom's up there, obviously. I knew Tom from my time over at TriStar.
Yeah.
And but yeah, there's real good. Like Leon's teach some of the classes as well. Like learning a lot from him. Like, he's given us good pointers. And even get to spar with someone like that, you know, it's gonna bring you on.
I think, and I've said this even in the Irish scene, there's been sort of a rejuvenation in the last sort of 12 to 18 months. We've seen a number of guys get signed from Ireland, and there's guys doing well in Bellator here as well. And the UK, obviously, as the names we've just mentioned there, including yourself, there's just a whole host of young killers coming through. I think we're at a point now where we're looking at, there's multiple divisions where, including yourself, I thoroughly believe you could become a champion. I think there's multiple divisions where we've European guys. We've Tom Aspinall, we've you look at Ian Gary maybe a few years down the line. Who knows what's going to happen with him? We've you.
Yeah.
It's just an unbelievable scene at the moment. I feel like it's the second coming after that original sort of wave in 2014, 2015.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that. And you know what? It's the first time, because they got this card, and usually I see everyone sort of, there's no big name, there's no this, there's no that. And, no one has talked crap on this card. I haven't seen anything. So, and it's all that.
How could you, man? It's a belter top to bottom, like.
But it's all like the sort of next generation of guys. They're all sort of like 28, 27, like the next sort of era of people, which is great.
And how's Leon's mindset? Is he a little bit frustrated, itching to get back in there because of obviously the injuries and stuff like that with Kamaru? I think the UFC sort of said that they're going to give him the next one.
Yeah, every time I ask him, I ask if he's got a date yet, and he's still waiting. So yeah, it's got to be frustrating.
This fight, man, do you feel as though, and we spoke about this when we were on the bash with, myself and Peachy, that maybe, obviously the bits of time out and the UFC maybe haven't appreciated you much. Is this your coming out party? Is it sort of a imperative maybe to get a finish here for you to really shut them up?
Yeah, I mean, that's always the goal, isn't it? It's always what I'm trying to do. But they keep giving me people with concrete heads like Nick Lentz and Gilbert Melendez, and that Sadiq. Sadiq is I thought I was going to get the finish in that one, but he's got cement in his head or something.
Yeah.
Broke my hands instead. But yeah, for sure. And then, yeah, actually, funnily enough, Dan Hooker's another one of those guys. He's had those wars and
Big time.
he's as tough as they come. So we'll see. But it's always the target.
You know, if you were to get up there, you'd be the first. Sort of, is this the vision to become the first UK European champion since Conor McGregor won it in 2015? Is that the goal?
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. I mean, that's all. Well, I didn't know he was the last European, but yeah, it's always the goal. I mean, yeah, it's always to get the title is literally why I get up in the morning. So yeah, for sure.
Definitely, I can't wait for this fight. It's an absolute cracker of a scrap on card. So listen, you have to tell me. I've been looking at all these posts on your Twitter, man. The 10,000 calorie challenge, the fish fingers. Are you one of these guys, right? You know, I know a number of fighters watch like the Food Network and shit when they're weight cutting on fight week. Are you one of those guys that does all that? Would you throw your eyes in the Food Channel?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, I start looking around at places to go eat and that. But yeah, definitely.
And why is that? Does it just make you?
I don't know. You know what? I think you think of things to do after the fight, and it always involves food, and you know, like how you're going to treat yourself after for the camp and whatnot. But most of the time, you don't go to half the places you want to go anyway. You see it all, and once the camp's done, you've done your cut and that. You don't even think about it. Yeah.
Arnold, listen, man, I can't wait for this scrap. It's going to be an absolute barn burner, and wishing you all the best in the fight. I actually might be over there, so looking forward to seeing you over there. Appreciate the time, my man. Say hello to your dad as well.
Yeah, man, be good. Yeah, I will do. See ya.
Appreciate the time, lads. Thanks, lads. See you, mate. Cheers. If you want to see more videos like this, do hit the subscribe button and also the notification button so you don't miss any future updates. You can also catch us on social media and also give the video a thumbs up. It does help. Thanks, guys.